Southeast Texas Republican Dade Phelan became Speaker of the State House thanks to the support from both his Republican and Democratic colleagues. But it's that bipartisanship that's earned him the ire of some of the most right-wing members of his own party.
It's just, I'm the Speaker of the House, and people blame you for things that didn't pass, or for blame you for things that did pass, and it's not that simple. The way the Texas House is run is I let the will of the body work, and if the votes are there for something to pass, it passes. If the votes are there or not there, then it doesn't occur. Every member is encouraged to vote their district, and so a lot of the focus is at the top, and that comes with the job.
Some Texas Republicans have been at odds with Speaker Phelan over his appointment of Democrats to committee chairmanships. But Phelan argues that some of the most conservative measures that have become law require 100 votes, and he says there are 86 Republicans in the state house.
For us to accomplish the goals we need to accomplish, we need to all work together to a certain extent. A lot of conservative bills passed in the Texas legislature since I've been Speaker, but I've also worked with everyone in the House to get things like flood mitigation, even border security. We talk about expanding high-speed internet. I mean, these are things that all Texans will benefit from. But we don't want to be like Washington, D.C., where very, very small 3, 4, 5 people, can shut down all of Congress, shut down the budget, shut down benefits to our veterans, shut down Social Security, shut down transportation dollars. We don't want 3 or 4 members. That's not how the process was designed to work. So in Texas, we have our partisan fights, and Republicans are the majority, and the Republicans win those partisan fights. But we also work together when it makes sense for all Texans.
But as Speaker Phelan has learned firsthand in recent days, the current political climate can be toxic and even dangerous. Special agents with the Texas Department of Public Safety arrested Daniel LeBlanc from Orange on a felony charge of making terroristic threats against the Speaker.
My name is on the ballot. I expect to have criticism to a certain extent, and I expect the people to blame me or praise me or whatever they want to do. That's fine, but my family is off limits, and every elected official's families are off limits. And so, yeah, it does concern you, as you have a wife and children, and that's the forefront of your mind are them when you hear these really disturbing accounts of threats across all social media platforms.
Phelan has even received negative comments from former President Donald Trump, who has called the Speaker a rhino, Republican in name only. Last year, Trump called for Phelan to resign following efforts to impeach Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, who is a close ally of the former president. But Speaker Phelan seems to be ready to let bygones be bygones and is supporting Trump's presidential bid.
Any criticism that I believe that comes from him at this point is because of some, individuals I've made upset here in Texas, because I won't do what's best for them. I'm going to do what's best for Texas. I'm going to do the right thing. Every single day I'm going to do the right thing. And, sometimes when you show some political integrity and courage, you get criticized for that. And that's where the criticism is coming from. I voted for President Trump twice for president. I'm going to vote for him a third time. I think he's going to be the nominee. And so there's no issue there. I think the issue is just some personalities here in Texas who have a problem with me personally, and they're reaching out to his camp. But again, I go back to an interview where he said, well, I don't know who he is, I know nothing about him. So that's politics.
Phelan says he won't let the criticism, even from within his own party, bother him nor distract him.
I try not to let it get to me. I try to serve this office with a smile. When your opposition is constantly attacking you and they see it's getting to you, that probably gives them some encouragement. And the last thing I want to do is give them any encouragement.
Phelan is candid about the challenges all lawmakers face. Still, he seems to relish the responsibility.
This job is, it's a part-time legislature. We're supposed to be in session for 140 days every other year, but we've had a lot more than that over the last few years. And this is not our primary job. I've got a real job, and I've got a wife and children, and the amount of sacrifice that you have to make to be in the legislature is pretty overwhelming. But I do it with pride. I do it with a smile on my face, and I do it with great honor, because I truly see transformative opportunities for this area, and I'm not going to give up on them, and I'm going to keep fighting for them.